today is another video on important criteria and classification in orthopedics. So let's start. So today's topic is on Salter and Harris classification, which is a classification of epiphyseal injuries, right? Epiphyseal injuries. So where there is an injury to the physio-epiphyseal metaphyseal complex, right? Metaphyseal complex. So see here, this one is the metaphysis, this one is our epiphysis, and this is the epiphyseal disc or the growth plate. Okay. So coming to type 1, there are total 5 types. Okay. So coming to type 1, where there is no obvious fracture line and minor epiphyseal slip is there. Okay. Coming to type 2, which is also the most common type. Okay, this is extra articular in nature, and there is a triangular metaphyseal fragment, which is also known as the Thurston-Holland sign. See this part. This is known as the Thurston-Holland sign. Next, coming to type 3, which is a intra-articular injury, and where the fracture passes through the physis and extend to the epiphysis and into the joint. Next comes type 4, where the fracture is across the metaphysis, physis and epiphysis, and there is an intra-articular injury where the bone pieces are displaced and rotated. In type 5, there is crush injury to the physis. Which is usually seen in cases of fall from height, and it involves the growth plate, so growth deformity can be seen in later. So let's see a mnemonic for this. Okay, so this is our metaphysis, this is our epiphysis, and this one is our growth plate, right, or the epiphyseal disc. So it's our normal bone. This one is our normal bone. In type 1, we can see that the fracture line. See, this is the fracture line. Fracture line is straight across the growth plate. In type 2, we can see that the fracture line is above the growth plate. Okay. In type 3, the fracture line is lower or below the growth plate. See over here. And in type 4 is to or through the growth plate. That is, it passes totally through the growth plate. And in type 5, there is complete erasure of growth plate, or the growth plate is totally crushed. See here, the growth plate is totally crushed. So the mnemonic is also Salter. S for straight across, that is type 1. A for type 2, that is above the growth plate. L is lower the growth plate, that is type 3. T is through or two pieces, that is in type 4. And ER stands for erasure of growth plate or the crush injury to the growth plate, which is seen in type 5. Okay, so let's revise it again. Okay, so in type 1, it was straight across, the fracture line was straight across. In type 2, the fracture line is above the growth plate. In type 3, it's below the growth plate. Okay, in type 4, it's through the total growth plate. Okay, and in type 5, there is complete erasure of the growth plate, or growth plate is completely crushed. So the mnemonic was Salter, SALT and ER. Okay, the mnemonic was Salter. So this is it for today. In next video, we will see another criteria in orthopedics. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Do like, share and subscribe to this channel to get more videos of this kind.